People with disabilities make up 16% of our global population, so we cannot be designing solutions to global problems without considering people with disabilities.
The ways in which we live in cities is really shaped by the built and natural environment.
The Global Disability Innovation Hub, also known as GDI Hub, has been working on inclusive cities for a number of years, mainly through our Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office funded research programme called AT 2030.
One of the big findings from this research was that climate change is one of the big challenges, one of the grand challenges that people with disabilities living in cities will be facing.
So we look at the inclusive design of the world around us, the built environment.
And we wanted to explore that through the grand challenges by looking at infrastructure, assistive technology, disability, and the climate crisis.
With climate change, you get increasingly unstable weather patterns, increasing levels of heat, climate disasters like storms. Accessible cities can become inaccessible if you put a flood or a hurricane into the urban mix.
And we were looking for case studies from across the globe. Possible examples from the case studies are solar-powered wheelchair. It also works for any terrain in an urban context. A second example was accessible bus stop, especially designed for senior citizens, which also works in an urban context.
One of the big values I see of the Grand Challenges programme is that it allows us to work in interdisciplinary ways.
And work with not only departments within UCL, but also organisations and individuals outside of UCL. It's allowed us to bring diverse groups and individuals round the table.
So we did a state-of-the-art review, and then we used that and used the knowledge from it to bring people together in a round table.
We held it here in Marshgate in the UCL East Campus during London Climate Week in 2025.
Asking experts, activists, policymakers, practitioners, researchers, and people with lived experience of disability to discuss these issues together.
We also used some of the Grand Challenges funding to bring some participants across from developing countries.
This also is part of our UK International Development funded AT 2030 programme.
We had representation from India, Pakistan, Nepal, Indonesia, and Ethiopia. We discussed around the opportunities and challenges for inclusive research and how do we engage people with disabilities through the climate research that we are doing.
Some of the gaps that were identified in the programme have now gone on to develop into larger scale research projects to work globally on addressing the evidence gaps that we found.
It's crucial that we engage with people with diverse disabilities and also at all levels from council to a national government.
So we hope that this project has both generated ideas and areas for further research, but also is something that can inform policy, influence other organisations to take action and ensure that people with disabilities are part of co-designing a more inclusive future.
I think it's important that universities invest in these issues because the end goal is to create a better world really, but better cities, better buildings, better environments for us all to live in. It needs people to be thinking about this and planning for the future.
Having this conversation about the challenges and about what might work opens up a space for thinking about alternatives and creative solutions.
Good design has to be inclusive. There's no two ways about that.